Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again with another Star Wars The Black Series figure review, and today we have in front of us from Star Wars The Mandalorian, Migs Mayfeld from Season 1, and I think this is the better Bill Burr figure. I think the face or the head sculpt in this one is less glossy and looks more serious. I had to check the other one, I don't have it. I have it in a box somewhere. I never opened it. I might at some point, I don't know. Here you have a very cool artwork of Migs Mayfeld. It looks good, you know. Here we have the little bio, so if you want to read that, just pause it right now and read it. And yeah, you can see he has a lot of little pistols or guns, you know, sidearms, whatever he has. Well, blasters, actually, we were talking Star Wars here. He has 5 blasters, one being the one attached on the backpack, that very cool backpack he was using at the episode. Anyway, let's take him out and see how good he actually is. And there we have our Migs Mayfeld Season 1 figure out of the packaging, and I'm very glad to have this figure. It's a fun one. Yeah, I like the colors, just this dark or navy blue with this kind of burgundy brown. I don't know if the camera catches it properly, and also the holster belt and all of that, this strappy thing with the dark brown and the clear brown paint applications on top, and just the 4 holsters there, and this backpack with the gun, you know. Sorry, I'm not even showing it. Yeah, I really like this character design, even if it's not like a super armored character or anything like that. It's just a cool look, and if you like this comedian, I mean Bill Burr, it's a great figure to have. I mean, I like the fact that we have an action figure of this guy from Star Wars, in the Star Wars universe, you know. Anyway, it's yeah, and just take a look at that face sculpt. I think it's there, you know. I think they got him. It's there. I mean, and it's not glossy at all. Or I mean, maybe now when I'm throwing light directly to it, it doesn't really. Yeah, I think it's like they got it right this time. Yeah, that's all I have to say. You know, I mean, it's a bald head. No real details on the top, you know, but you have this even paint application for the, you know, like the expression line of on his forehead. At least these 2 little details here. Yeah, it's a good head sculpt. I mean, it has to be, because this is an unhelmeted version of this character. And you have the little guns. You have 4 of these, so I don't have to show you all 4, but you have this little kind of Luger-like looking little blaster. It just looks like a real gun, actually. So not bad. You could also mix this guy maybe with a, you know, he could be like a contrabandist or something like that in a G.I. Joe classified situation. We'll check some size comparisons afterwards. Maybe he will be, I mean, he's a Black Series, so surely he'll be smaller. But yeah, could fit. Anyway, you have the regular holster here for the, well, both these holsters here for the other 2 guns. Let's actually put them in place. You just have to, yeah, you know how it is. And this other one, you just have to, again, wedge it there. Just push it, and then you have, of course, to, yeah, just peg it there. Yeah, now that the backpack just decided to fall off, it's a good reminder. There you have the detail. It's not that, it's very Star Wars, simple squares and rectangles and circles thingy, you know. That's the detail from the side. It's just another gun. This one is sculpted there. It's not like you can take this one off. It's just part of it, so don't break it. Of course, be careful with this thing, because it gets thinner, and you have the swivels there, so just treat it gently. And it has this tab here. It doesn't turn around, it just lifts and yeah, it's just a vertical thing. It doesn't do the thing in the show. I think it swiveled to the side as well. Like if the gun had a camera, maybe that's a little camera. You know, it has its own GoPro situation going on, and it's an AI gun. I don't know. Anyway, you just stab it here. You have this stab. You have this slit in the back holster there, and there you have a tab hole in the back of the figure as well. So you just have to fiddle it a bit. And yeah, give it a little push. Just don't push it too hard because the tab is broad but it's thin. I mean, you know, you'll get it if you have the figure. You just have to be careful, you know. Not that you twist it and maybe snap it. You could say it's simple, but he's full of holsters and guns, so it's at the same time it's simple and very complex just by the amount of guns he's carrying. Articulation wise, the head the neck is on a ball joint to the torso, and it has a dumbbell neck to head, so you can look up that far. If he didn't, maybe they could have removed a bit of that plastic from the back of his neck, but anyway, he can look up well enough. He can look down that far. He can do all sorts of stilt because he has a dumbbell joint, and it's well executed. It could be better, but it has, that still has water. I put this guy into hot water. It has enough clearance, but if that would be closer to the tip or to the top of the neck, if it would be higher, then you would have even more clearance. But it's it's going in the right direction. Could be better. That fell off. I'll leave it down because we're checking the articulation. The arms can lift up to, it seems that only up to 90. That one doesn't even want to do the 90. When I heated this guy in hot water, I was thinking this guy has no butterflies, but it has butterfly things inside of the hard sculpt here. And if you get this guy into hot water, you can actually manage to, you can see there, it has butterfly joints, but they're trapped inside that hard sculpt. So now that it's getting cooler, the plastic is getting cold, it doesn't want to do its thing anymore. But if you pull it out, the butterfly comes out a little bit, but it won't do much. Maybe I think, well, actually it might help to do some of the cross action, but the thing is, you don't want to break that thing. Anyway, you can see it has some butterfly caps trapped in there. He has a single jointed elbow in each arm, in both arms, that goes a bit slightly over 90 degrees. Let's actually just slightly over 90. It could be better, but it's okay. Both hands, luckily, or finally, they decided to do the right thing. Well, they have done it sometimes, but not all the time. He has both hands. They have trigger fingers, and he has 4 guns to wield, and he has vertical swivels and can go all the way around. So that's good. You have vertical swivel for both hands. So you have a diaphragm joint, which is perfectly hidden behind that strap. That's a plus point again. He can bend forward that far, just a little bit. He can bend backwards just a little bit as well. It's okay. Well, could be better, definitely. But for a single diaphragm, for a diaphragm joint, it's okay. Of course, if he would have something at the waist, that would help a lot. But he has nothing at the waist. No, it's just one piece, The legs can lift up to, almost 90. It can lift up to 90, but then it will go a bit outwards, He has that much splits. It's not bad for this character. Better than Captain America. Oh god, that's getting old, but it's like unbelievable. Maybe we should have next Captain America be a Bill Burr figure as well. I don't know. You have the thigh cut. It's there. Can go all the way around. The knees are single jointed. This one is still a bit frozen. I have to check that again. He can bend only up to, yeah, like 90 degrees, kind of, you know. And going backwards, I mean, you have his very flat derriere. Come on, Bill. Do some squats. And yeah, I cannot say much myself, but yeah. And it seems, I haven't opened the Morak figure, you know, but it seems he has the same problem with the feet, like they are very gappy here in the back. Anyway, the feet can go backwards that far, and that looks horrible, but it's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it's what we get. Forward that far, a lot of range, that's at least a plus. So posing, but that's a terrible, I mean, the angle for the, yeah, what was the rocker is, yeah, it's a bit like, what the fuck. But anyway, it's there, you will be able to do your posing, but it, yeah, it looks weird. Anyway, and it's not the best of the, it's there, you know, it's there, could be better, definitely. But yeah, that's it for the figure. I mean, I'm actually quite glad with this figure, or happy. It could be better in places, of course. It could have a ball, waist, you know, like the classified figures, and I don't know who else, or an ab crunch or something that would add. I mean, I know the Black Series, they try to save the sculpt a little bit. And there we have our Migs Mayfeld action figure next to Duke, Beachhead, and Sergeant Slaughter from the G.I. Joe classified line and the Valaverse Action Force. Doesn't look that bad. Next to a couple of Stormtroopers, a Purge Trooper Phase 2 armor, and a Dark Trooper. And next to Din Djarin, Cara Dune, Ahsoka Tano, Bo-Katan, and Koska Reeves from the Mandalorian show. So that's it for this review. I really like this figure. I can only recommend it, of course, if you're willing to pay the current prices, you know. But I think this is a refreshing one, or I like this guy with his 5 guns, you know. And I think you can use it in your other universes, because he's just like a civilian with guns, and the blasters doesn't look that far away from real guns. It's of course your decision. I like it. Please leave a like, share, and subscribe if you found this video to be useful and entertaining. And take care. I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, ciao.